Peace and love, beautiful souls. You know, there's a lot of new pop-up astrologers, pop-up numerologists. A lot of people talking about this full moon energy. A lot of people judging you because you talking about it. There's so much stuff going on right now. When you dealing with this energy right now, it's like even with this Mars retrograde type shit. I told y'all it's about any repressed anger, and I told y'all any type of like arguments, any type of things that really is not worth your time and energy can lead to loss of limb, loss of life, loss of breath. You get what I'm saying? Gemini ain't like, this energy is not coming to play. So even with you and where you are in your life, because it's been such a time of spiritual development, even coming with 2020, because you know that was a time of seeing, right? So if your eyes were open and you were actually doing this work internally, see, a lot of y'all got flipped. A lot of y'all started doing a lot of, see, that's what Taurus and Scorpio is telling you. A lot of y'all started using a lot of y'all own desires and a lot of y'all own, like, I would say, inhibitions to actually start doing a lot of outer work and didn't do the real inner transformation. So now the outer work, or that your outer life is a direct reflection of where you not, I said where you are not internally. Because all these things have been shaking you up. A lot of things have been coming to kind of shake your faith, shake whatever unseen things you're holding on to, all these things that you're trying to let go, all this unfulfilled desires, things that you have been kind of putting to, I'm gonna just do what I want to do instead of doing what you know you got to do. Now it's the time to do what you got to do. So I've been telling people it's the time to stop being so heavenly to where you're no earthly good in your life. Because a bunch of people start learning a bunch of esoteric shit, start gathering a bunch of knowledge and a bunch of information that was not actually conducive to your internal transformation. So you pointing out patriarchy, you pointing out all of this bullshit, you pointing out all the gatekeeping, you pointing out all the people you don't like in spirituality, you pointing out all of this shit. But you ain't dealt with none of the shit that's going on inside of you. You ain't removed your likes and your dislikes, all of the internal judgment you got going on. Oh, but when it's judgment day, or when that day comes. See, that's why Pluto, Scorpio deals with your death and your rebirth. So a lot of y'all are afraid to die. And I ain't talking about a physical death. That's a whole nother thing. A lot of y'all are afraid to die mentally. A lot of y'all are afraid to let go of all the patriarchy, all the European mindsets that y'all done brought to y'all spiritual journey. And y'all wondering why y'all journey so seesaw, so up and down, because you trying to approach this thing and thinking instead of feeling. See, that's why Scorpio is like a motherfucking Cancer with a leather jacket on. One of my other homegirls, Sensei, she said that when you talking about your emotions, right, the emotion is energy and motion, so how you honor the emotions in motion. Because that's when the intelligence comes into play. That's Sophia, that's the wisdom, because that's feminine. So that's why your body is dealing with a feminine principle and the spirit wants to be more at home in the body. So is there integration really going on, or you still separate? A lot of y'all run around trying to tell people how to do the work and when to do the work, what to do the work, and you ain't even done the motherfucking work. A lot of y'all ain't sit with yourself long enough, because the solitude is where you return to source. So have you actually like removed all those values that are no longer valid in your life? Are you moving through your own value system? Are you honoring the truth in the face of your own truth? Are you honoring your ignorance? Because a lot of y'all start following on a bunch of shit you think you know and you really ain't, like, not accepting that you don't know shit. And a bunch of y'all think y'all woke, but y'all really still yawning. Hey, is it you? Namaste.